Let's bring on Shalin Liu CEO Tony Beadle to learn a little bit more about the Performance Center here. How are you, Tony?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Tony. Great to see you.
Great to see you, too.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Sure thing.
Thanks for having us, we should say, in this
We're
spectacular
always,
venue. Right?
it's always, I think this is our first live TV show perhaps here. We do a lot of recording, but not like this. On the fly,
so we beat NBC then. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I like that. Well, tell us about the Shalin, I'm saying that right, Shalin, right?
Shalin Liu Performance Center.
Yes.
Yep.
And you were about to celebrate your 10th anniversary and in March of 2020 or around then, and disaster struck. Tell us what that.
Yes,
what,
it was in June, and as you know, in March, our last concert was actually around St. Patrick's Day. We had Brian O'Donovan, our Christmas Celtic Sojourn St. Patrick's show, and that was the last live music we had. And we quickly flipped. We had a gala. We had canceled all our concerts, but we had a gala planned, which is actually we have one this weekend, where it's a dinner and then a concert afterwards. And we flipped it to a virtual event, live streamed. Wow. And so that was a big success, and it sort of laid the groundwork for doing more streaming, which we've been doing through the pandemic. So the plans for the hall in terms of a live element to it and celebrating 10 years of its opening were scuttled. But we're happy to be here now, and it's open again. And this is, of course, our 40th anniversary of Rockport music in general.
Right,
so.
Yeah. So through COVID, you've been able to stay on your feet with these live streams.
Yes, yeah. We started a series called The Concert View, and we had a lot of interest from artists who would come in, and we paid them a fee to come in and do a 40-minute program where they would record it, and then we would produce it and then put it on our website. And the vast majority of them were free. We did Christmas Celtic Sojourn. In fact, this again with Brian O'Donovan, and he came actually to Rockport for 2 weeks and produced this whole show here, and then recorded it, and then that was, I think, probably our first paid event, and through him, because he played it in a number of venues, a special night for each venue, and that was a huge success for us. And we just kept going, and we figured it was a good way to get back to the community.
So most of these are free to the public to view online.
That's
on
right.
YouTube.
We have some that are pay now, and we're leaning that way and testing the waters, as are all organizations that have the capacity to do that. And I'll say that, you know, for us, just the recognition of our hall universally because of the window, because the people see it in the videos, so they ask, where is that? I want to be there, has been incredible for us. Yo-Yo Ma came here and did a video for his opening of a new album that he had done during the pandemic called Songs of Hope. So he recorded 2 or 3 songs here, the video, and of course the windows here. And so he's had over 850,000 views of that. So that's
amazing.
That's pretty good marketing, you know.
Yeah,
so,
nice window, right?
Yeah, that's right. And of course we were in the movie Coda, so that doesn't hurt either.
Right. And so Tony, for those outside the area, maybe peering into Shalin Liu for the first time, can you just sort of get the basic thumbnail information on the Performance Center?
Sure. It was opened in 2010. It was a $20 million project, and it was coming off an organization that performed for 5 weeks classical chamber music, which we still do, but at that time it was an art gallery. They outgrew that for any number of reasons. Art galleries and art concert halls, as you know, and so they came up with this building that they wanted primarily for that size ensemble, classical music, and they wanted to keep it intimate and make it a very special, unique listening experience. So there are 330 seats here. It's shaped like a shoebox, and the shoebox lends itself to great acoustics. You're hedging your bets about having laying an egg acoustically by having this shape. And we had worldwide architects who've gone on to do a couple of concert halls, one in La Jolla, California, one opening in Groton, and they're inspired by people coming to our hall and seeing it here. So it's all been good.
I'd like to return to this online business.
Yep.
When Rockport Music celebrated its 40th anniversary, you guys have published online all the an archive of all the or mostly all the concerts in the last 40 years, right?
Yes.
Tell us about putting that together. What was that like? And it's an amazing resource for people who are interested in classical music, right?
It is. We have the programs that go with it too. Sorry, I keep having masks.
Yeah, we
we
all
all
end
do.
up
Malfunctioning
eating our
masks,
masks
so-
halfway through the set.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a really kind of a detective task because we had to find the recording. So we record most of the classical concerts here of the Chamber Music Festival, and that's been done since it started. And the first concerts were I think 82 or 83, and so they recorded them, but they were in various formats. So to the techies out there, the various early ones were on beta tape.
Wow.
And from there, it went into DAT tapes, and then it went to DVD, audio DVD, some format, RAM or ROM or something. And then finally, it went to hard drives. So all those were there. I had to find the players for the earliest formats. And once that was solved, then it was just merely transcribing it. And I think there's 1 year that went missing altogether. But different people had different years. And then I discovered videos for 1 year, 1991. So those are up there, I believe, too. So
if you go to rockportmusic.org, that's where this archive can be found, right?
yes,
And
yeah,
they're all
the
there.
hunt around and it's there. Yeah.
And that was your COVID project?
Yes, that's what I kept my mind off what was really going on.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say that after the 40th anniversary, people should also look at some of the interviews we have with the founders of Rockport Music, and some of the people without whom this building wouldn't have made recollections, and with our past music director of the Chamber Music Festival, David DeVoe, and current Barry Schiffman. So it's been. I've sort of had to wear your hat interviewing all these people, but it's been great fun.
Yeah, no, and those interviews are also on those archives,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I saw some of those. So tell us about the season coming up, which we are fingers crossed, hoping will happen in a healthy way and a safe way.
Yes, well, we started out in a very safe way. We decided that even though we weren't mandated to do it, we opened in July with a 6-foot in every direction spacing and you came with your crew, you could get those tickets, but then we had to work 6 feet around you, and when we changed from just one concert a night to 2, so we would have enough possibility of an audience that could afford and pay the artist to come, so that we had a concert at 5 o'clock and a concert at 8 o'clock, and while my staff here has been nothing less than spectacular in dealing with all of that. It was a grind. It's been a grind, but the audience have been very grateful for all that we've done. And then in August, we kept the 5 and 8 format, but we increased the number of people. So we got rid of that 6 feet in every direction. But we have empty seats between each pod of people now, too. But that's all ending tonight with Chelsea. So Chelsea, you get the full Monty of 330 seats.
Wait a second.
Great choice of words.
It's our cable
That'll be
TV.
good.
Yeah, right. So Tony, I want to ask, so the Shalin Liu, you're attracting internationally renowned talent all
Yes.
the time. What has been their reaction to performing in this venue, and as well as being embraced by the locals here in Rockport?
Well, I'll tell my favorite quote in that regard, Corey, is when Chris Boddy came here at one of our galas, and we all know who he is. He's a fantastic trumpeter and entertainer, and he's he's like a road rat. He's always on tour and goes to big venues and TD Garden and places like that. And after they came out at the end of their first set or whatever it was, he came back and he said to his band, he says, "Guys, isn't it great to look out and see an audience instead of a black cave? Because everywhere else you can't see it, and our place is so small with the window and everything." So I think that sums it up. Our differentiator, and what makes performers like it is the intimacy that they experience, and that's the constant that you hear from all of them, and they enjoy it and they love the sound and all genres of music too. So we are limited in the genres because this being a small hall, we don't have rock bands because it just gets too loud and it sort of distorts, because rock musicians, every genre of music plays at its own level. So we're able to shoehorn in most of them, but not hard rock or anything like that. So I think the town has really embraced us, and they, because we have a great relationship with our partner schools, which is not only Rockport, Gloucester, and we're working with some other ones that are coming to fruition as well. We provide programming for them in their classrooms, live musicians, and sometimes the musicians play here. And with those musicians and others, we have free concerts. We just had one earlier this week, a free concert for the community. We had Nina Ott here, and so, we're pleased to do that. And we like to think we're part of that fabric here of certainly helping tourism and a lot of other things too.
Yeah, no, it's a good relationship,
Oh
for
yeah, I
sure.
mean, this place is certainly the crown jewel of Cape Ann, and we are so appreciative to finally be in here and doing this with you, and we would love to be back.
Come on down.
So if people want to learn more about the Shalin Liu, how can they do that?
They go to rockportmusic.org, and that's a pretty, I think, comprehensive site of all our concerts where you can buy tickets, and you get to see a lot of pictures and learning about our 40th anniversary. And you can sign up there and get our email blasts and our mailings.
Great.
Great.
Well, we appreciate your time and your hospitality. I'm going to see you
Excellent.
tonight. I'm going to be here for the show tonight.
Excellent,
I'm
all
sitting
right.
right
I
against the
couldn't get a
wall
ticket.
over there.
Good.
So I'll make sure to say hi.
All right,
So
and
thank
I'll
you
tell
so
you,
much.
I would say, Chelsea, I will just say, as an artist, as all artists, good artists do, you evolve. And when I think it was 2011 or 2012 was your first time here, and you're not the Chelsea Berry of 2011, because as an artist, you're just so much more and changing, and you still you are. I'm sure you see yourself that way too. So yeah, so it's really
It's lovely.
it's always fun.
Yeah,
Very sweet.
great. Thank you so
Thanks
much,
for
right.
your
Tony,
time,
for
Tony.
being.
Great
Okay.
chatting with you.